This is the Power Platform Daily Brief from CRM Audio for Thursday, June 13th. What you need to know about the Power Platform today in 10 minutes or less. I'm Brad Kuntz.
All right, we're at the Microsoft Business Application Summit 2019 here in Atlanta. Sitting here with two field service global black belts.
Yep.
James Bowen and Marcio Decat.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for talking. So tell us, I know you guys had a number of sessions today. What did you guys discuss in the sessions that you had?
Yeah, we have yesterday, we did 3 sessions, right?
We had three sessions yesterday.
We had two sessions about scheduling, one 20-minute sessions, and another one that were more comprehensive. Fun fact is we had a 20-minute session that was a deep dive, and then 1 hour to talk about scheduling. I think the titles will reverse.
A little bit reverse.
A 20-minute deep dive. I saw that on the I saw that on the schedule.
Cannot
so.
deep dive in 20 minutes, but it was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but in our scheduling session, we talked a lot about newer features that are coming out in field service. Quick scheduling.
Okay.
It's just an easier way to schedule, not having to use the schedule assistant. Talked a little bit about polling and groups.
And resource groups where you can combine different types of schedulings, like you can schedule equipments and persons, mix and match crews, pools, facilities, and it was a good content on that.
Yeah, it's a schedule anything session.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like the common theme of the last 2 days here has really been around AI. How is that playing into field service specifically?
Yeah, we did a session yesterday also about how to bring sense to your data on the context of field service and connected field service, using techniques like machine learning and cognitive services available for AI. It was a good introduction about this. There is, I guess, we would need a full hour to go deeper than that, like in 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah.
But it was really good. We are receiving a good feedback from customers and partners, I guess on all the sessions that we had. Very interesting.
Yeah, today we had 2 big sessions, one around connected field service and how to be successful. So we talked a lot about integrating device data, gathering that device data and pulling it directly into connected field service, and kind of what connected field service means. And then we just got out of a hackathon with Ben Vollmer and Marcio and myself on actually connecting MX chips and connecting devices, pulling that data from IoT Central into Dynamics. So it was a very successful session.
Yeah, it's a very interesting session because they have the opportunity to hands-on with a physical device and a physical board and connect that board on IoT Central. And
How long was that? How long did that?
Was it 2 hours?
Was it 2 hours?
2 hour session.
Okay.
Yeah, we had about 60 to 70, I'd say, in attendance. And fun fact, we successfully connected all devices and we're pulling in data into Dynamics.
100%.
100%. We got it. Yeah.
Even the device that failed, we couldn't make it work at the end.
That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, it was an interesting session. Specifically, this one of hands-on, because they can take that device to their home and then continues the education around IoT. I expect that they will spin up at least trial accounts of Dynamics and IoT Central and be able to continue their education around the device. Yeah, I love those devices. I had a couple of
it was a great session. Yeah.
How about utilization of Flow? Mm-hmm. Is that something that you were able to cover in sessions this week?
Yeah, so in a couple sessions. So in our Connected Field Service session before the hackathon, we talked about how IoT Central and Connected Field Service, the field service application, are using Flow to push the IoT data back and forth. So integrated with IoT alerts, we're using Flow to push those back and forth from Connected Field Service to from IoT Central to Connected Field Service. So using that technology there. And then we showcased it today in our...
I personally love Flow. I love the integration subject. What is interesting on this IoT Central case is you have your pre-built template for that. It's actually very easy to set up. Like you have a template. But however, I can see many other use cases to enhance that experience with Flow. Like if you want to use bringing the Flow with your previous question about AI, it's easy to hook up Flow with our Azure Cognitive Service on that. Like if you want to have sentiment analysis or even other cognitive service that we have, like computer vision and things like that, you can use Flow for those scenarios as well.
So one of the things that was also coming up again and again was mixed reality. And we saw this not just in field service, but we saw it in some other industry examples in the last couple of days as well. Right. Tell us about your experience there and how that ties into connected field service and IoT specifically.
Sure.
So I'm working in some proof of concept with some large corporations in Latin America where they want to bring sense to their existing IoT network, IoT data. And we are also incorporated augmented reality. Their request is how can we use augmented reality in our business? And what we as Microsoft and our partners are doing, we are trying to elevate that conversation to not only focus on augmented reality, but also the whole field service stories. Like from even my sales pitch and my arguments with them is the augmented reality is the tip of iceberg of a greater story that includes connected field service. So at the end, we are creating scenarios where field agents or inspectors, for example, they are using the HoloLens to execute inspections on that, like with like answering like inspection questions, taking pictures on that. But at the same time relying on IoT data that they can see in real time from those devices. So they look for a piece of equipment and they see like pop-ups with telemetry data real time about. And with that, we are trying to connect, bring sense to the scheduling power of field service and trying to reduce the maintenance time and to increase the uptime of those machines. So combining IoT data with smart scheduling scenarios and with mixed reality, I think we will be able to really do a strong transformation on this customer. And you?
Yeah. So I think, with the use of the standard applications being remote assist as well as guides, there's two great use cases for field service in general. So if we think of remote assist in the sense of a phone a friend application, this opens up not only with the HoloLens, but with mobile applications as well, such as Android, and then coming with iOS, being Apple, will open up capabilities to, with field technician out in the field, not being able to solve maybe a more complex problem for the work order, being able to call back into the office and phone a friend. So we'll see we are seeing, and you will continue to see some good use cases there around remote assist. I think the second, mixed reality application being guides that's out. Me personally, with some of my customers, I'm seeing some great use cases around training. And that being where, with a particular customer, rather than shipping around, 7,000, 8,000 pound pieces of equipment, now they can be housed in a central location. And
digital twin, right?
That's right, digital twin technology, on the HoloLens, being able to bring in technicians and train on site. So, step-by-step processes through the guides framework.
Yeah, when you talk about the remote assist, we have other customers that they are immediately getting return of their investment by avoiding ship international or with travel costs in terms of sending your best engineers from someplace. They now can sit on their office and actually help some local agents less qualified to solve their problem.
That's right. I think a big piece there too is just the aging workforce, right? So a lot of younger technicians coming in to the fold to where now we, as an organization, you can house them in-house, keep them at a particular location, and have that phone a friend, for your younger techs.
Yeah. And it's actually I'm having really positive feedbacks from the customer. They try something like the HoloLens and interact with a hologram for the first time. It's interesting because sometimes I'm demo the guides, sometimes I'm demo the remote assist, or even a custom application on the HoloLens. But even when we put a hologram of a tiny cat on top of the table, they're, wow, I love this cat. The cat says meow, etc. So because sometimes people don't realize that the HoloLens is not only visual and holograms in terms of augmented reality, It's actually the spatial mapping that they do interacts with your sound as well. So if you have a hologram making a sound, you know where the sound is coming from. So think about scenarios where you have an alert and you need to look where this alert coming from. Like this, the sound also is a strong signal that can be used as well. It's interesting to think about that. Yeah, but the cat on the table is always a success.
Always the cat.
Yeah, always the cat.
Well, guys, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
having me.
That's it for the Power Platform Daily Brief today. Power on.